Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Quinn and I am actually glad that you're here. Thank you for coming by. So if you would please, I would love for you to like this video, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, so now with all the business all out of the way, what I'm going to talk about today is, I don't know, we'll see. Alright, but until then, let's go to the intro. Alright, hey, welcome back. So what I'm going to do now is I probably think it's going to be another episode of Chloe Reads a Little from a Book. So Chloe's Reading Corner, or whatever you want to call it. So today I have with me two books that I actually published under a different name, and with a different publishing company, but one is Lost Found, and the other one is called Exposed Practices. So I'll be reading from both of them just a little bit. Actually, I definitely will read what both of them are about on the back of the covers. And again, like I said, a lot of times I have my books, they are available a lot of times in print, but they're also available ebook as well. So let me get started, and let me see, which one am I going to read first? Probably Lost Found, since it is the first in the series of Love Unexpected. This is Love Unexpected too, so here we go. Okay, so like I said, Lost Found is the first one I'm going to read. Let's see. This one is on Bookstrand, mainstream romantic suspense. That's what it is. And it's a happy ever after. I tend to like to do those type of books, unless of course I write one that's so long that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna kind of split it up and do it a happy for now. But a lot of times I try to do a happy ever after, because those are the books I like to read. And you know, I think that is a good rule of thumb, that you know, write the books that you want to read yourself. So anyways, let me go ahead and read a little bit of what Lost Found is about. This one again is a head hopping book. It features both Evie Prince and Liam Kane's point of views. So I'll go ahead and read this back for you. Evie Prince is fed up with her life, but somehow she has drifted way off course. She decides it's time for her to take her life back. However, on her journey to launch her own business, Lost Found, she meets a handsome gentleman. Evie instantly falls for him, but to her dismay, Evie is warned to keep her distance from the dangerously alluring Liam. Evie decides to ignore her warning and gives in to her burning obsession. But will Evie find out that her decision was unwise? Who knows? Okay, so now, Liam Kane hasn't stepped foot in California for years. Sent to Europe by his parents while in high school because of an unspeakable incident, Liam hates the unpleasant circumstances that have called him home. Unexpectedly, Liam crosses paths with the bewitching Evie. Something completely unpredictable causes Liam and Evie's destinies to become intertwined. But will the threat from Liam's past destroy any future they can have? So, that's Lost Found. So, I could read a little bit. Let me see what I want to read from this book, okay? Let me check. Hold on a second. Alright, so I have picked a chapter and I'm going to read, and so here it goes. Again, Lost Found. Here we go. Now with the margaritas flowing and the endless trips coming, Evie relaxed from the last day at S&S. She felt like a completely new person.
Tell me more about how this new business of yours works, Evie. She leaned closer to Evie with interest. Evie explained to Danny about how her new company she was about to launch worked.
The two lovely ladies' evening was starting to come to an end. They had stopped their drinks long ago so they could drive home. The waiter brought their check and the ladies headed out of the restaurant. Evie's heart stopped. There in front of her was the most gorgeous creature she had ever laid eyes on. She couldn't breathe. She stopped dead in her tracks. Evie found it hard to tear her eyes away from the alluring tall stranger. And then he smiled the most beautiful, easy smile, and Evie felt like she was tipsy all over again. He approached with such confident strides. His Caribbean sea-colored eyes met hers, and Evie became nervous. She had never seen a man with this type of confidence. Subconsciously, Evie started to adjust herself. She felt an intense rush of heat cover her body. A silver lightning excitement struck her deep inside her most private, intimate spot. She was completely spellbound as she drank in the finely defined features of his handsomely chiseled face. Without a word, he swept her into his embrace and devoured her into an erotic kiss. Evie's body quaked with fever as the passion ran through her body. All her senses were alive and crying to be the next thing his lips touched. Evie, where have you gone, my friend? Evie felt Danny tap her gently. That's when she realized they hadn't left the table. She had drifted away at the end of their conversation when she had caught a glimpse of the sexy man as he entered the restaurant. She found herself lost in a fantasy about him. It had felt so real. Evie apologized to Danny for drifting, but Evie still in her mind hadn't returned to the table. She wondered to herself if she should approach him and see if she could make her fantasies a reality. To Evie's great pleasure, the handsome gentleman locked eyes with her. Here was her chance to make it happen. She smiled at him and he returned her smile. He started to make his way to her in the same manner as her fantasy. She watched his powerful legs, which were only slightly revealed underneath his dark navy blue suit, as he walked. His sapphire blue tie made his blue-green eyes even more brilliant. Evie felt like a giddy schoolgirl as she watched the fire from the outside patio torch dance across his eyes. Did it represent the fire the two of them might share? Okay, so that was Lost Bound. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit about exposed practices now. I'll read a chapter probably from it. Anyways, I'm going to read the back first so you know a little bit about it. This one is only told from the perspective of Gidget, who's our main girl in this book. And a lot of times I do head hopping, but this is not a head hopping book. So anyways, let me go ahead and read this to you. Alright, so this is another contemporary romance, and it is a happy ever after here. Anyways, alright, so here we go. Gidget Keegan is a frazzled mess. As the CEO and owner of a rapidly growing PR marketing company, Splendor, being stressed can spell disaster. Unfortunately for Gidget, the last 3 months have been a living nightmare. So much so that Gidget's doctor mandates Gidget to seek professional help for her out-of-control stress from a therapist. After great protests, Gidget is persuaded to accept professional help by the charming Dr. Cortland Lord. To Gidget's ultimate delight, her interactions with the gorgeous Cortland Lord are rapidly extended far beyond the usual patient-doctor relationship. Cortland uses his physically gratifying sessions with Gidget to teach her how to manage her stress by infusing her life with equal doses of eroticism and tranquility. But in a business where appearances are everything, will Gidget's secret relationship with her sexy doctor cause her to have unforeseen detrimental consequences? Alright, so that's exposed practices. I have done my best to save this company, and just to let you know, my hard work was paying off. Things had been really busy and were turning around when you took your unscheduled break. I am unsure if this is true or not, but I think the clients don't like you, Gidget. You see, they must have heard you were returning today because the clients we had booked at this location canceled their appointments, not only for today, but for the next few days. Coriana had turned her blazing gaze at Gidget. I really hope it's not you, Gidget, but it really is a strange correlation. It's just something that's been bugging me. I had to say it. It's just a pattern I have been noticing lately, that's all. But it couldn't be, huh? Coriana concluded her statement with a wild fit of laughter. Gidget was dumbfounded. She wasn't sure how to respond to Coriana's observation, but Coriana wasn't really waiting to see what Gidget had to say. I'm leaving now. I have to take a half day, you understand. Being so busy was a lot of work. Coriana smiled her crooked smile at Gidget and said, I think it's best I leave you here to think about what I said. Maybe it's time for you to look for another line of work, Gidget. You know, something that doesn't involve you interacting with the human race. Again, Coriana fell out in her crazy laughter. She then waved goodbye as she left Gidget's office. Gidget sat there for a minute thinking about what Coriana had just said. Coriana had to be joking, right? Gidget had always thought Coriana's humor was offbeat, but she had known her since high school and had grown to understand it. Still, what she had voiced irritated Gidget some. It struck that nerve again. Was she really causing the downfall of her company? And that's where I'm going to leave it. Okay, so that's the preview of these two books, Lost Found and Exposed Practices. It's funny when you're reading a lot and you don't really bring water in here. It's like my throat's getting kind of dry and I start choking, so that I kind of did. And so you probably won't see it because I'm going to cut it, you know, so you don't see me looking weird. But anyways, so I decided to do it anyways. But yeah, so those are those two books, and again, a lot of times they are available on my website. I put the website here, and then, you know, go over and read, because again, like I said, it's always cool to read. You will find I am one of those people who are huge about education and the importance of you know, keeping your mind active with you know, with activities like reading and such. So yeah, so I don't know what else I want to talk about. Let's see. I'll think of something. Okay, I'm sure you probably noticed, I mean, I have a video that I talked about. I'm actually using my ring light now, and I'm using my favorite soft light, you know, and I said the next time I used it that I was going to probably do a test for the lights with the makeup look, but nah, skip that. I actually had a couple videos I wanted to film, so I just went ahead and filmed it with the light. But yeah, so I'm really excited because it actually did come out really nice. I do like the ring light, and I think I am gonna, I mean, I know it kind of did it, whatever, but I will switch it so you can see what it looks like with the bright light real quick. And then I'll do the yellow. Like I said, it kind of brings out the bronze in my makeup and everything, so I kind of like that too. But anyways, back to the other one. So that's that, and yeah. So I think I'm getting kind of towards the end of this video anyway, so I guess I could say goodbye. Goodbye for now, and I will see you next time. Thank you again for watching, and again, go over to the site and pick up some books, get reading, and you know what? I would love for you guys to, I always talk about liking and subscribing to the channel and liking the videos, and but actually also too, I would love to hear from you guys. So comments are welcome. Please make comments if there's you know, I have a couple other books, you want to see me read them, please let me know. I mean, I would love to read a couple more passes from, you know, books like this, or, you know, any of the ones that I have. I also want to let you guys know too that I will be talking about new books that are going to be coming out. I don't know if I'm going to have anything out by the end of this year, but I am definitely working on a few novels right now, so if they're not out by the very end of this year, they will be out towards the beginning of next year. Well, not all of them at once, so you can get a few, you know, like one and then a couple spaced out and everything. But I am really excited because I am in my little workshop working on new stuff, so I'm really excited about that. And also too, I do also love to cook, so you guys are probably going to see me do some cooking stuff in here too. And I know I talk about Lexi Miles, and I'm on her videos a lot too, but and you probably see Lexi on some of my videos as well. But Lexi and I actually did do a cookbook together, so I will include that when I do the cookbooks. And we also have it where the cookbook has inspired a Twitter game. I don't know if you guys do Twitter games or not, but if you do, please go over to our Twitter game. It's on Tuesdays, and it's actually, I'll put the link to what it is, and it's actually called Food Party, and so we love for you guys to come and party with us on Tuesdays. So basically it's just, you know, you just include like something from your books or any random thoughts or whatever that have to do with the theme or not have to do with the theme. We just like to interact with you guys, and we do actually read them, and a lot of times we will sit there and we will retweet you onto the actual Twitter page, or if we don't do it, we do see them, and so we do appreciate everybody who participates every Tuesday. So thank you very, very much. I wanted to thank you guys for that. And now I went into some more stuff, so I guess, like I said, I'm actually going to say goodbye now. And again, thank you for coming by. I look forward to seeing you guys next time, and bye.